There in this tutorial I'm going to discuss about concept of journaling in Exchange server. So what exactly the journaling is all about? So basically journaling means that it can help your organization and basically to deal with the legal, regulatory or organizational compliance requirement uh, because this particular journaling theory will let you record inbound or outbound email communication made by your user, your employees, by to some other user or employees either in your organization or outside organization. So it basically uh, allow you or let you to create a database that your employees, your user are mailing to which person or mailing to which particular user, either for inside or outside organization. It can be like what kind of message also you're sending, because sometimes what happens that if for the regulatory basis or for some rules basis, maybe the mail you are sending, maybe the legal dealing you're doing with, and if any government asks you to produce that, you have to do, because you are a corporate company and you're based on the corporate company. You're bound to have some rulings from the government of India either, or any of the country in the European country, whether the uh, any United States. So it's like that. According to that, you have to produce the records, whatever you have saved that, and in our company, whatever dealings are happening between the employees, sending mails and all that. So it could be like that, and basically it used on the regulatory legal basis only, uh, according to whatever it is your mailing system is working, if it's in inbound or outbound. So when you go with the following definitions, when planning for messaging, retention, and compliance, it's important to understand generally how it fits in organization compliance policies and how Microsoft Exchange Server 2010 help you secure general messages. So it's totally based on how you have set up your company, according to what are the rules you have to follow, and in which country, because rules set based on different countries. According to European rules, you have to follow the rules. Might be in the United States, might be in other country, or depends on whatever the rules are going on. And if as per the compliance, if something is written to the company that you have to maintain the rules, you have to maintain uh, the entire records of the company where you're talking, your working routine and everything. Whatever you're sending mails to your other employees, you have to maintain all the records. Then you have to do that. Another thing is that generally is the ability to record all communication, including email communication in an organization for use in the organization's email retention or archival strategy. Now, for example, what is archival strategy? For example, one employee coming and he's the way of uh, mailing, sending mails were not right. He might have abused the policy of the company as per the rules set by the company, and later he returns back in the organization. Or maybe for example, some employee caught to do spam, some employee caught to sending personal mails in the organization. So you can set the entire record. You can set the new rule as per the record, that this particular employee has did what he wasn't used to, and it shouldn't as per the company's policy. Might be he abusing some of their employees, might be abusing the power of the company. In that case, it will allow you to record all the structure, all the mailing system, so that you can create a rule that this particular employee has did this, and might be written back into the company, so you can always have the record that you have did abuse of your power, you have did that. So archival strategy like that. Also managing the quota. For example, some of the users will start sending heavy files, wasting the entire resources of the company. You can always set records according to that. Now, to meet an increasing number of regulatory and compliance requirements, many organizations must maintain records of communication that occur when employees perform daily business tasks. So basically, we have already defined this particular thing, which is quite easily to understand. Another thing is that archiving refers to backing up the data, removing it from its native environment and storing it elsewhere, therefore reducing the strain of data storage. You may use Exchange Journal as a tool in your email retention or archival strategy. Now, as I mentioned, that when your entire database backed up to some other places, and for example, if your employees start using heaviest files or consuming the resources of the company, in that case you might help to protect that as well. For example, if the same file can be reduced to 2 MB from 6 GB, then you will be doing that and at least restrict the company users to use the maximum of the resources, because otherwise it will be trouble your resources of the company. Now, the thing which you're going to understand about the journaling agent. In Exchange 2010 organization, all email traffic is routed by the Hub Transport server, and because it's a part of Hub Transport, whenever you send a mail, receives a mail, it will at least once it will go through the Hub Transport server. It means all messages transport and at least one Hub Transport in their lifetime. The journaling agent is a compliance-focused transport agent that processes messages on Hub Transport server. So basically, journaling agent will be path or reach through the Hub Transport server. At least will be through Hub Transport server. So this is what the journaling agent is all about. Now, journaling rules. We have 3 rules of journaling. One is journal rule scope, another is journal recipients, another is journaling mailbox. Now, understanding about the rule scope, it defines which messages are journaled by the journaling agent. So how it's gonna be, for example, which messages to journal by the journaling agent, it will be like that. Recipient specifies the SMTP address of the recipient you want to journal. What are the recipient you want to journal, you want to look out according to whatever your rules has been set for. Journaling mailbox specify one or more mailboxes used for collecting journaling reports. So basically, as mentioned, that if someone's mailbox get full, for example, you have created a quota of 15 GB, and per week a person, a user or employee of your company's mailbox get full of 15 GB. You have to set the record what exactly in a week 15 GB space get full. What are exactly the mails has been, what are the resources sent, what are the items sent. So you basically can create the quota according to it, so that you can use the maximum of resources of your company. Now, journaling rule scope, that is the important part. There are 3. One is internal, Now, general rules with the scope set internal target messages sent and received by recipient inside your organization. So recipient from inside might be it's a company, in one company, for example, two people sending and exchanging mails with each other, so you can journal that because the employees are inside the exchange organization, inside the one organization, so it will be considered as internal rules scope. So you can journal internally to cope up with the problem. There is another rule scope set and could be an external, and this rules for the scope set to the external target messages sent to the recipients or received from senders outside your organization. Basically, very few people in the organization get the opportunity to exchange mails outside their network. Might be the boss of the company and a client of the company, for example, a client of the external organization and the head of the organization dealing with each other. So in that case, they able to exchange the messages, mails through each other. This is called external. And the third one is known as a global, a mixture of internal and external. So general rules with the scope set to global target all messages that pass through Hub Transport Server. This includes messages that may have already been processed by general rules in the internal and external scope. Since it's a external rule and it have to be passed through Hub Transport Server through internet, it will be moved towards the other company exchange server. So that will be totally being either will be internal or external, but have to be processed. So that might be processed already with the general rule, but this will be considered as a global, because in that case all the mails of internal and external will be a part of this global role scoping. So hope you learned something about the entire journaling process. Basically, it is all about to check it out, the process of mailing, how it's dealing in our company, how basically employees are sending mails with each other. So this is how you can create records to produce. Might be in near future companies may have to go through the legal process of the companies or made by the country. So in that case you can't deal with that. So this is how the general rule is all about. Hope you learned something from it. Thanks for watching.